go. And we're live now. So, hello everyone. I'm Kiwami. I'm a Brazilian runner, and I will be in the last game of the Mighty Gunvolt block. And unfortunately, I guess, unfortunately, we weren't able to finish Sunset Run because of internet issues, and I would say it's not his fault. Internet here in Brazil is really bad sometimes, and was doing it on the PS4 streaming, so it happens. But well, without further ado, I will be starting a run here, and the time will start as soon as I pick up the character. And the character I will be running in this marathon is the Call in the normal difficulty. And in this game, we got the leaderboard is separated in difficulties and characters. So every single character in the game, as you can see, we have like 9 characters, and every single one has their own category. And hard mode is a separate category as well. And well, I will do the countdown now. I will start the run in 3, 1, go. So we have some text here, but not like the Mighty Gunvolt game where you actually need to text mash through it. Here you can skip everything. And here this first stage is kind of like a tutorial. The game teaches you how to do stuff, and as you can see, there's this burst mechanic. This is the main selling point of the game. The burst mechanic happens whenever you kill an enemy at point blank range. You get a burst combo, and that burst combo has no use for Call. But some characters do actually scales with the combo number, like the main character, Gunvolt. The damage his abilities deal are based on his combo, but Call doesn't really need combo, so we'll just kill enemies from afar whenever possible. And I'm picking up those helper robots. They deal damage for me, and it actually helps deal with bosses. I kill bosses way quicker with those helping robots. And yeah, the game starts kinda slow in this stage, really, but after that stage we are going to pick an upgrade which will actually increase the speed of the run. The upgrade is actually the dash. Like any Mega Man game, dashing is the fastest way of moving. And here we have the first boss of the game. And all the bosses of this game are actually recycled from Mighty Number 9. Guy is no exception, and he can do some bad things that will make you last time, and let's hope he doesn't. And yeah, that's a really good RNG actually. And as you can see, bosses in this game don't have iframes at all. You can mash through them, damage. So as long as I'm mashing correctly, I will be killing bosses. And with the help of the supporting robots of Call, we can kind of bosses really quick with this. And yeah, here we have the radio tower stage, which we are going to pick the air dash upgrade, and this will really increase the run. Will allow us to fix too. And gotta do some. We're good. And as you can see, ladders in this game doesn't actually slow you down, because you can just mash the jump button when you are climbing a ladder, and you are gonna click it really fast. We have some that kind of an auto scroller in this stage. Yeah, I like to mess around in this tutorial here. Yeah, that could actually hit me, but as you can see, Cal has her shield, and it's a very strong ability because it can deflect any shot that enemies throw at you. So it's really good for speedrun. We won't get shot at any point of the game. And here we have the Storm Eagle of the game, and this guy can do dashes, but yeah, he only do four dives instead of infinite like Storm Eagle does, so that's very nice. And I messed up his second phase attack. And in this game, whenever you make a boss, whenever the boss HP reaches his half, it will kind of do some sort of desperate attack. Some of them are bad because the boss actually gets out of the screen and you can't really deal damage to him. We cannot skip them though. This character doesn't do enough damage. Oh. And here we have probably the worst stage on a speedrun. We have a lot of enemies to deal with, and there's a very important upgrade we are going to grab here, the attack damage upgrade. We are not going to equip it yet, but it will really increase the piece of the run. And here we're gonna pick another helping robot here. They actually help us to damage. Need to pick them, and gotta do a safe threat here. I'm gonna kill this guy. If I actually fall to that hole, I won't be able to back up. So I would either actually need to start the stage, and we would lose around a minute doing this. So that's not optional. Yeah, here we have a lot of enemies. Yeah, since we have the dash, we can see pass through them. And here we have Brandish. This is really straightforward fight. There's a very specific RNG I need him to do, and there it is. But I need him to do it again, so I can deal more damage to him, and that's not the case. Fortunately, God, he got a bad pattern here, but okay. And yeah, that fight is kind of simple. As long as you know this boss attacks, it won't be a big deal. And now we are going oil platform, and that stage is kind of tricky that early, but the route I'm taking here, I will be farming customization points so I can equip the damage upgrade with the diagonal fire upgrade, which will actually let us ignore some bad RNG in the game. Because in this game, unlike Mega Man games where you can only shoot your directions, here you have an upgrade that actually allows us more than 2 directions. Really good to pick it up, and we don't lose much time doing it. And gotta do some damage boost here. there's a health pickup I could actually get there, but I have enough HP. There's no need for it. Whoops. That was not intentional. That boss, he is simple, but I need him to do his slow patterns, and there it is. That's what we want from him. We want him to punch the wall every time, because he does a long animation, and whenever he is running, he is invulnerable, so we don't want him to do it. And there we have his desperate attack. And it's really simple. I'm not having the best of luck in this guy, I would say. There we go. And next up, we are going to face probably the scary stage early, which is Waterworks. And unlike Mega Man games, we are not going to do the weakness route, because whenever you finish the stage, you have two options. You can either pick up the customization points, or you can pick up the boss element. And if you pick up the boss element, you won't be able to equip more things. So, not a good thing to get weakness. But if you were playing casually, you would actually grab them all. The stages in this game are actually made to be played a lot of times. And yeah, that's the scariest part of the stage. As we all know, spikes instantly kill Mega Man games, and it's not different here. I would say that the stage is pretty good, actually. And, whoops. Yeah, damage boosting in this game is kind of weird. Sometimes you actually get thrown the correct direction, sometimes you don't. Who knows? Yeah, that's a pretty good bar. Let's hope we don't mess up in a boss. And that boss is kinda scary to do in a speedrun, because we need to damage boost his ice shield and a lot of damage, and that's a really good RNG so far. Yeah, that's really bad, actually. Oh my, that was scary. And now we were able to remember. I've got some bad luck in a fight. Usually you don't want him to run his shield, but he did it. That boss is a girl, by the way. Sorry for actually messing it up. And oh, that's the yeah, that was really scary. And that stage, I think I've messed up the global cycle here. That's cool. But there's some platforms in the last area of the stage which are based on a global cycle, and I need to go really fast here. Really punishing. If I don't get the cycle, I will lose around 5-10 seconds. I lost it. So let's see. But I'm pretty sure I will meet the cycle. here, let's use the shield, damage boost here. And yeah, we don't get it. That's okay. And here, that boss is kind of weird. There's an attack he can do, which he punches, and he becomes invulnerable whenever he do it, so we don't want it. Let's see. Yeah, there he goes. And here we have his great attack. And if you were playing in hard mode, that attack is really fast. That boss in general on hard mode is fast. Yeah, since we're playing in normal, the simple boss. Oh. Whoops. Nope. That's not the stage we want to go. And now is Capital Building, and that stage is where we are going to pick the Diagonal Fire. And Diagonal Fire will help us with some bosses that likes to stay in the up on the screen. And here is my optimization. I'm going to equip it, and then I'm gonna retry. And that retry, it actually saves you some time, because normally you would have to wait for those walls to cycle in and out, and well, it's a speedrun. We don't like cycles. Skip them. Oh, that never happened before. And here we go again. We are that screen again. But this time we are going to grab a different route. And that game has a lot of secrets. If you were going to play casually, spend a lot of time searching for items, hiding in walls and stuff. And yeah, here we don't have much to do there, just cycle. And whoop. I thought I did every single area of the stage there. I don't know. That's some bad muscle memory, I guess. And now, since we broke the security, we are going to face the last screen of the stage, and this is probably the worst screen in the game, because we have everyone's worst nightmare. We have visible floor, and oh my. Yeah, oh, that happens. Well, I'm going to do a little bit safer. I don't want to die there. But about dying in this game, whenever you die, you don't actually lose any lives and stuff. This game is really forgiving, actually. When you die, you just return to the checkpoint. Don't get punished for it, like Mega Man, where you actually lose your lives, and checkpoints Mega Man are really punishing. And here it's okay to die. Not on a speedrun though, because you lose time, but if you would play casually, the only thing you actually lose die is, I guess it's the score points in the end of the stage, but doesn't matter that much. And here we have a small trick that only this character can do though. There's an enemy in the next screen and we are going to damage him from above, and that guy, he don't do that attack normally. When you enter that screen, he uses his shield, but for some reason, if you actually do damage to him before he uses his shield, he just jumps. I don't know why, just do that. And I would say that that's a trick I discovered by accident. But it saves some time. It's around 2-4 seconds, I guess. And yeah, we're not good on HP right now. Gonna pick some health here. I don't mess up the fight. And this girl here, she can kinda go to the top of the screen and mess around. We want a very specific pattern out of her, and that's not the case. And doesn't really matter. We have diagonal fire, so we can kinda melt bosses. Okay. And next up, we are going to face the last stage, the last main boss of the game. Like any Mega Man game, we have 8 main bosses, which are the 8 mighty numbers of Mighty Number 9. And after that, we have 4 more stages, which are kind of the wily stages of the game. And that guy is really annoying. Gotta do that here. Another damage boost. And there's a global cycle here. Those cells are actually based on global cycles. We got a really good cycle here. But doesn't matter, I messed up anyway. And as we can see, we are technically ignoring the main mechanic, the main gimmick of the stage. And it was a really good execution. Let's face the floor. Yeah. Okay, that's good. And here we have probably the most time consuming spirit attack of the game. The attack costs around 20 seconds. Yeah, that was a pretty good fight. Character cannot skip this attack though. And now we're finished with the 8 main bosses of the game. We are going to the not wily stages, by the way. Those are the Teseo stages, and Teseo is the main antagonist of this game. Yeah, here we kind of mess around for the cycles, and has this pretty unique mechanic stage. Oh my god. And every cycle actually makes platform color disappear or appear. Really interesting mechanic. Fortunately though, it's the only stage we're going to mechanic. And here there's two paths I can get, and the right one is fastest, around 9 seconds faster if correctly. Here I'm gonna go a little bit. I will kill enemies side of the ring. And if I actually take damage there, I would actually fall from that ring, and that would be bad. That last part of the stage is some kind of roller. You don't wanna die in auto scrollers. And yeah, we have a really good pattern on both, I would say. And now for subspace, we are going to equip here the damage upgrade. Actually, we will increase our damage. We already got the attack damage upgrade, but it's on the first stage. Great. And see that I am ignoring the red helper robot. That's because this boss doesn't stay on the floor. So the red bot actually only attacks enemies on the floor, and he is really used here. Here we have the slowest part of the game, and I don't wanna die here. Seriously, dying here, I would actually have to go everything again. But I've did the risk right there. I could potentially die, but okay. Everything is fine now. Yeah, we have a lot of cycles here. Gotta go a little bit safe, make sure. And that boss, we need to destroy all those spheres connecting him. And that's very good. And that was a really good stage. And now we have Dystopia, and Dystopia is probably the scariest stage, because we are going to equip the knockback resist here, and now if we have knockback resist, that and damage boost every single thing that we see, and in that stage we really don't want to take a lot of damage. And, oh, that's really scary. those souls actually do a lot of damage. I don't want to get hit by all of them. I'll just here. As always, trying my best to my shield tank damage for me. And those darker areas of the stage are pretty weird to do. But when you actually learn the patterns stuff, pretty easy. I messed up. Okay. Gotta recover some health. And I didn't talk about the food of the game, but when you consume in a game, you get your health back. And in a speedrun, it isn't really that good because you lose a lot of time by pausing the game and eating, but I don't wanna take unnecessary risk in a marathon. And I guess we didn't even took damage in this boss, so yeah. That was really useless. And now we are in the final stage of the game. And there's not much to talk here. We're just fighting all the 8 main bosses again for 7 minutes. The fights aren't really different, but we would. And I can actually skip the pinch attack of this guy, but it's really tricky. Yeah, there we go. 20 seconds of last attack in a game. Yeah, there he goes. We have 7 more bosses to go. And here we have Pyrogain again, and this time he will die a little bit sooner than in the start of the round, so RNG doesn't really matter that much here. And well, that was really clean fight, I would say. And now for Ryos here, to die really quickly. Oh. Yeah, that was a really bad RNG. But yeah, I could actually damage boost, but as I said, I don't want to take unnecessary risks. And we can actually skip the spirit attack of this guy too. Just get a better RNG, I guess. Yeah, that's one dive. I'm okay with that. And here we have Brandish again, same fight. We can skip his great attack too, but it takes a good RNG to it. Let's... Yeah, I didn't mash enough. But okay. And 3 more bosses to go. Dynatron can, and she probably not to the... Yeah, that's the best RNG out of her, but I don't think we have enough. The boost? Eh. That's fine. And again, we have more bosses to go. We're going to Counter Shade next. And Counter Shade is... at this point of the game, we do a lot of damage. Can't mess up. And yeah, that's the best RNG you can do. But yeah, that was a good RNG, but a bad mashing. And the last main boss. And Sismic is... cool. We can kinda skip the attack now. But it's still need RNG to... And there we go. We got the best RNG ever on him. That's really nice. And gotta retry here just to recover some health. And we're going to face our clone now, and boss is really simple. There's no really relevant RNG here. Usually I want her to go to the left, but if she goes to the right, there's no problem. I won't lose much time with it. I think it'll around 1 or 2 seconds. Isn't that big of a deal. And now we have the final boss. Fight has 2 phases. First one, he kinda stays here on the floor, you can shoot him. And yeah, there we go. We are now in a phase 2. And he about to do it, by the way. And we have diagonal fire. This fight is trivial. And time will be coming up as soon as the screen fades to black. And time. And there we go. I finished the run. Oh, I think I've developed my capture card for a moment, but yeah, that's Mighty Gunvolt Burst. The Mega Man, it's a Mega Man clone made by Integrates with a lot of customization, and I highly recommend this game for everyone who wants to play it casually. It's really fun. A lot of stuff you can do in a game. I really hope you guys enjoyed the run as much as I do running this game. And I think the time is around 37:42. Yes, my wishes. That's technically my marathon PB, so I'm really happy with that. And the current world record for the category is 37 and 30. This is my run, by the way. So that's pretty good for a marathon.